Yo, what is up? What is happening? Hope everybody's doing well. We had some off-season alliance war today. My alliance, my alliance TPC is going up against Furrer. I don't think I'm saying that right, but fuck it. I got Starkey, I got Blade, I got Iceman. Some of these guys in Furrer were in our alliance a long time ago, so I think there's a little bit of tension, a little friendly competition going on here. So I really, my alliance leader was spamming chat, "Don't die." So yeah, really wanted to make sure I didn't die. I'm really trying to save boosts though, so I'm really trying to avoid using boosts in the off season. So I'm, prepped and ready for season 2. So we go in here and 5-star skill, diversity play, just run pool, no worries. I'm gonna build up a few poise, but I don't think I'm gonna build up to full because maybe I'm lazy. I don't know. Maybe I just want to get this fight over with. Usually I get like first fight jitters in war, and I usually maybe don't have I don't necessarily stick to my game plan because my brain is moving a little too quickly. So as you can see here, I'm not really building up to full poise, which I probably should because the fight would be over now on that medium probably. Whatever, hindsight's 2020. We're going to go in here and finish it off with an L2. No worries. Okay, so got through that fight. Though, as long as I can get through the first fight without making a mistake, then I'm in good shape. So we got a 6-star Mystic coming up here, and I believe that's an unblockable L1. So I'm it's either gonna be Loki or Lady Thor. That's who I would place as a 6-star Mystic on this kind of diversity on L1 unblockable situation. So, and it turns out to be Loki, but he's not duped, so he doesn't build up his L1. So, of course, he gives me an opening there. So we're just going to kind of play this a little slower, bait this out, punish. You know the drill. But I think we're going to build up a little bit better here. Sometimes when Starkey auto-evades, I don't like to punish because it's not quick enough. So if I see a yellow dexterity, then I know I'm good to punish. But if you see that green evade, I'd be careful sometimes. So I think I'm just going to finish this off with an L2. Yeah, that's just a killer. Now, this next fight's really interesting. So it's the all or nothing, right? And I see that it is a 6-star skill. And so I'm all right, 6-star skill, all or nothing. I would probably put Kingpin. And that's definitely what I'm thinking. So, I just have to be careful with Kingpin because he will shrug off parries. And the weird thing about Kingpin is your parry might stick for half of the stun timer, and then he'll shrug it off. So you might think you're in good shape, and then he shrugs it off right as you're getting your animation to attack, and he'll punish you. So I actually like to play Kingpin like Agent Venom, where I stun and I wait till the last second of the stun before I attack. So I'm going to play smart here. I'm going to bust a little level 3 potion in there. Now, the one thing I always forget about this node is the armor. The 90% armor is crazy. So if you don't crit, your damage is nothing. Okay, so we're just going to start off the fight. We're just going to build up some poise. And we're going to go from there. We're going to play a little bit of a heavy game at first, but I'm going to be punished for that. Okay, so we get a parry here. I see it's going to hold, but then did you see that? It did nothing. I'm attacking 225, full poise charge. I mean, the crits are hitting hard. Wait till you see an L2 that I throw. Okay, so I'm trying to bait out this L1. Okay, so there you can see he shrugged that off halfway through, and I got punished. I shouldn't have committed to that heavy right away. So I saw that green evade, so I knew it wasn't in time. So wait, watch this L2. Look how much damage. 407, 407, 407. Full poise. Spidey does 1,200 damage on his L2. Okay, so there I saw he held it. I threw that heavy, and now I know I've got this one in the bag, but wow. I mean, that armor for this node is crazy. That's crazy. You know, for Spidey to hit 1,200 on his L2, an L2 that normally does 30k on full poise. Wow. That's pretty wild. But 90% armor holds true to its name. So yeah. So we're gonna hit this next node. Okay. So we got this next node. 5-star science. Usually see Nightcrawler on here, but ever since Nightcrawler has become a very easy defender with his little switch, I don't see him very often anymore. So I don't know who this is going to be honest. I thought maybe Spidey, because it's limber, but it's Rhino. So I guess I could see that, but I don't know. I go in here with Blade. I'm not running Danger Sense, but that still doesn't mean Blade is an ineffective attacker. He's still such a monster. So I've been noticing, you know, a lot, way fewer Mystics. So we're just going to kind of play. I think I make a mistake, which is so rare against Rhino. He's such an easy defender to kill. His L1 is just like such an easy thing to evade. I guess you just have to watch out for the unblockable, but that unblockable comes up in big purple letters. Oh yeah, I get clipped there. I hate when you like evade and then they do their special right at the end of your evade, so you just don't have time to recover. But no worries, I finished that fight real quick. Super easy. Super easy. Okay, so next fight we have a 5-star Mystic. I usually see Dorm or Magic here. Which is usually, this node is essentially why I bring Blade. It's the Burden of Might Kinetic Reactor. Usually if they bring Dorm, that's a better idea for this node because L2 generates power, but I don't know, whatever. It's magic. I've got Blade. I think, you know, Kabam came out with like this kind of like total Mystic counter with Blade and that, you know, for example, that Nightcrawler fix where it's really easy to switch him. I think they just do that because they want to change the meta for defenders, so they like make it easy to kill the popular defenders, and they'll be coming out with some new annoying ones soon. Anyway, so that Magic fight was pretty easy. So this next node I'm really curious about because it's somebody already fought a 6-star Cable because I thought this was going to be a Cable. So I'm looking at my boosts and I'm like, man, I don't really have any attack boosts because I just did an LOL run and that's just those are spent. But I've got a bunch of these, but I'm like, they're not going to really help me. And so I go in here and I'm like, if it's not a 6-star Cable, then who the hell could it be? And I'm just like kind of racking my brain, thinking. I think I'm like going to check out his profile. That doesn't give me anything. Pre-stack profile though, bro. So I'm like, you know, it's Bleed node. Let's just go in here with Iceman. So yeah, it's the Bleed node. Breakthrough. With Breakthrough, essentially, if you survive past those 50 hits, it's an easy fight. Okay, so we go in and it's Beast, which is, I guess, a diversity play. He's not a villain. I guess maybe a lot of people bring, with me included, will bring Blade into the Bleed node. But, you know, I don't know. Anyway, so we're just going to have fun with this fight. I think this is kind of a fun fight because it's just, it's going to be a little longer. So we're just going to bait out L1s. I think we're going to get some nasty little intercepts in when we can. But for the most part, yeah, because it's stun immune. But for the most part, we're just going to bait out those L1s, which are super easy to punish. A little light attack intercept. Gotta love that. I do that mid-screen. That's usually my game plan for stun immune, for intercepting. And then when it comes to corner intercepting, I switch to mediums. But those frostbites are ticking down. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for a medium intercept here. Oh, yeah. Sexy as fuck. And I love that game plan. Light attack intercepts in the middle, medium attack intercepts in the corner. It's almost foolproof, boys. So took a few block hits, but no worries. We're just cruising through this fight. Everything's running very smoothly. You know, Beast is a pretty aggressive attacker, which I can use to my benefit. Gives me a lot of openings. I don't have to use many parries, and down he goes. So, and that is all the fights that I'm going to do today because I do not have a rank 5 blade. So, you know, those who have rank 5 blades get the bosses. That's kind of how it goes. So we unfortunately lost this war, much to my leader's dismay. But great job to Fur. It was a super close war. Couple 100 points. We got them on diversity, but they got us on those attacker kills, which was, hey, you know, you got to give it up. And I think I got myself a little MVP here, a little 3rd place. Gotta love that. Not mad at that. Check out the number of MVPs I got. 22. 22 MVPs. Not bad at all. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this war. And yeah, I'll check you later. Peace.